hear this man say, right, that the Tobago Chamber of Commerce is elated that Watson Duke has decided that he's going to step down from the PSA and devote his time to the THA. And they look forward to Mr. Duke bringing his talents and his drive and his passion and acumen and all of these things to drive the development and the recovery of the Tobago economy. Apparently, Mr. George didn't see how Mr. Duke has been running the PSA for the last 12 years. All this drive and all of this talent and all of this passion and all of these things. How come he didn't bring it to bear on the PSA? Mr. Duke became president of the PSA 12 years ago. Is he leaving the PSA in a much better position than he met it? $6.5 million in deficit? Huh? All the union dues that coming in, where the money went? They want audit for the THA, so let me see how the P&M spend the money for the last 21 years. But you don't want to audit into the PSA. That the man whom you are putting your faith and your trust and your confidence to lead the charge in rebuilding the Tobago economy. You're not concerned about how he was running as a smaller organization, smaller staff, smaller budget. But now he's coming to handle a bigger staff, much bigger budget, and you expect him to do miracles. So what he couldn't do with less, you expect him to do it more. Well, all right, no problem. Well, we wait to see, right? Now, listening to Fali yesterday, and before I move on from Martin George, the Tobago Chamber of Commerce is looking forward to working with the new PDP administration to build Tobago, to build the Tobago economy. So, Mr. George, you all couldn't have done that with the PNM control THA for the last how many years? You couldn't do that.
Dominic, if I don't like you, I don't like you, no.
What?
If I don't like you, I don't like you, no.
Yeah. You see, all of a sudden, people have no qualms about showing the petticoat. And it glowing, neon green. Yeah. You can talk now. We are out. Because the PNM is out, right? So we will step out our crease and see what we have to say. Okay. Well, I hope that confidence that you have in Mr. Duke is not misplaced. But to me, that utterance by Mr. George was an indictment on the leadership of Ali Augustine, and by extension, an indictment on the PDP administration. Because you say you're looking towards Watson Duke, Watson Duke's talents and his abilities and his drive and his passion, not Fali's, not Faith P. Israel's. So in other words, we are elated that Watson Duke has decided that he is going to leave the PSA and commit himself to the development of Tobago. Not that we are elated that the PDP, Watson. So if there was any doubt as to who is really going to be running the ship, I think Mr. George cleared that up yesterday in that interview, right? I was saying before, while Mr. Duke will be sitting in the office of the Deputy Chief Secretary, he is the man who will be running the show. I think, Mr. George, thank you for clearing that up for us, right?
Dominic.
Yes, sir.
I just have one little question for you, because you know I am all new to the politics and I probably may not know how certain things go. So, you know, I'm always willing to be educated on these things. First question. The Attorney General, Mr. Faris Alwari, is Mr. Faris Alwari the Attorney General for Trinidad and Tobago?
Yes, he is.
So therefore, he oversees the legalities of Trinidad and Tobago, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this is Department.
Okay. So his advice to the Chief Secretary of Tobago, the Tobago House of Assembly, let me say it correctly. The Chief Secretary could do what he want.
Tobago is semi-autonomous. That is the interpretation of what semi-autonomous means by apparently the Chief Secretary. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the definition, right? Now, We want we own Prime Minister, we want we own Attorney General in Tobago. When I said that for the next 4 years, Mr. Duke would be governing Tobago and running the THA as if secession had occurred, to give up the people an idea as to what secession would look like. I now need to add Farley Augustine to that equation. Yes? And Mr. Augustine perfectly clear yesterday. And I think on that junction, now would be a very good time for you to play a clip from a place.
No problem.
The issue of whether I will respond or not, the truth is the Tobago House of Assembly does not Attorney General. The Tobago House of Assembly is a semi-autonomous body, and we definitely do not answer to the Attorney General. I will add that the Attorney General perhaps is not the best person to give advice on conflict of interest, given that he's part of a government that is paying his family handsomely, multiple millions for in rental. So, Hochoy Charles, yes, I'll take some advice from Hochoy Charles. He's Tobagonian, and by right can give me, or anybody from Tobago that matter can give us advice. The AG, not so much.
I don't really like that remark, you know. And you see things like that is what has upset me, right? Because putting the whole political thing aside, we are Trinidad and Tobago. When I leave this country and I reach the places as far as Alaska and they ask me where I'm from, I don't say I'm from Trinidad.
Mm-hmm.
I say I am from Trinidad and Tobago.
Mm-hmm.
You see that whole statement there, that upset my whole day.
Mm-hmm.
What do you really feel it is?
We take no instructions from Trinidad. We in charge now. That's what Watson said, right? All right? And the chief, now, and again, this is the hypocrisy. Because just a couple days ago, right? Well, actually, just after he was sworn in, Mr. Augustine made the point that he hopes that the new PDP-controlled THA Executive Council will be able to work with the central government, right? That there would be no acrimony and that we could work together for the benefit of Tobago. But
Clearly, you don't want to do that?
Yeah, you are not taking any advice from any Trini. No Trinidadian could tell all you what to do. Ochoy Charles, yes, he's Tobagonian.
Wow.
So I will take instruction from him and any other Tobagonian. But I would remind Farley that the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago is a Tobagonian. All right? Mason Hall. And therefore, he is the Prime Minister. He's the head of the government. And since you are prepared to take instructions and advice from Tobagonians only, you will take instruction from him because he is the Prime Minister. He's from Tobago. So I want you to come out and say, I'm taking no advice. I will take advice from Tobagonians with the exception of the one that is sitting in Whitehall. Any others except him. Right?
Wow.
And so that's, they continue to push this separatist agenda, Bruce. That they have not abandoned this secession thing. And so when I hear Winsford James talk that nonsense, that chant about Tobago is not interested in secession, miss me with that BS. Because when you hear the utterances of Farley, Mr. Duke has been characteristically quiet for the last few days. And I don't know if it is that tell him Watson don't say nothing because you know every time you open your mouth is problems. Or hush your mouth until you leave PSA, and then when you come and you take up whatever position you're taking up, then you can make your rara and your janjat and see what it is that you want. But for now, hush your mouth, right? Because the media have been saying that they've been sending him WhatsApp messages and so on for comment on a variety of different things, and he's just reading the messages and he's not responding. But Farley just said it there. The Attorney General can't tell him nothing. Why? He will take advice from Hochoy Charles, who is qualified. So Hochoy could criticize me, and I'll take advice from him. I don't want to hear nothing from no Trinidad. Don't come and tell me nothing. All right? That's basically what he's saying there.
Not real
Disrespect. And when he has a following, because the papers a couple of days ago, they call it Farley Mania, they in love with their new chief secretary. Well, when you promote that type of narrative, that if the boss man say he not taking no advice from no Trinidad, we supporting him. So it brings back memories of when Trinis come to your guest houses, put Visine in their water and give them diarrhea. Not taking no order. So when Trini come across here and to stay in the hotel and the guest house and stuff, don't let them get no lip, you know. Yeah, let them know what time it is. If you're sick, you ain't taking no advice from. So if all they don't want to take advice from Trinis, well, no, they don't take Trini money neither. So when Trinis get vexed and say, well, all right, listen, that's how it is. We good here now. We good over here. Well, they good there, fine. I don't need to go to Tobago. I could spend my money here. I could spend it other places. I could jump on a plane and instead of going to the Magdalena or instead of going to Tropicus or something, I could hop on a plane and I could go St. Lucia, I could go Dominica, I could go Miami. I don't need to go across there to be insulted. Right? I don't need to go where I am persona non grata. And for a chief secretary to be making that kind of statement.
Exactly.
But you expect to have a harmonious relationship with central government, which is made up of primarily of Trinidadians, right? So you have 3 Tobagonians. You have, Webster Roy, Shamfa, the Prime Minister, right? And also the Vice President of the Senate, who's also Tobagonian. And I want people to understand, you see, that the Prime Minister didn't need to put the Vice President of the Senate, Mr. De Freitas, he didn't need to put him. He could have put a Trinidadian. But he put him, right? This is his second term as Vice President of the Senate. So he has elevated Tobagonians within the governance space in Trinidad. But we don't give consideration to that. You know, PNM do nothing. PNM do nothing. Right? But you heard Farley there, who he taking advice from and who he's not taking advice from. So the Attorney General cannot instruct him. And I want to, you see, Farley needs to understand, and he should know because he's been a representative for a while. So he too understands the integrity. He falls under the Integrity in Public Life Act. So since yesterday he wanted to quote verse and chapter of the law, and you know that under Section 46 of the THA Act that it says so and so, and the law says that the government has to send the money for them on a quarterly basis, and he's going to speak with the Minister of Finance because the government needs to obey the law. Since we have about law, Farley, and you know law and the need to adhere to the law, what the Attorney General is telling you is the same thing. That this situation with Mr. Duke, you all need to abide by the law. There's a law that speaks to how that matter should be treated with. But apparently you're very selective on which law you want to follow and which law you don't. Which law you care about and which law you don't care about. Right? The Attorney General is giving you advice to save yourself, to avoid problems later on down the road. Right? But you don't like the fact that he wrote you because this is a situation that requires immediate attention. It cannot be, as you see, the law, as you have been advised, that the law does not allow for Mr. Duke to serve as the Deputy Chief Secretary and to hold on to a position until the 31st of December. It does not gel. It cannot be. The law does not allow for that. And that is why the Attorney General is expressing urgency in the matter, because time is wearing on. And if it is that he doesn't deal with it now, then it means that Mr. Duke will be allowed to carry out his agenda. And the law does not allow for that. Because now what we are hearing is the way that Mr. Duke has maneuvered the thing in the PSA is so that that he can control who the next president is going to be, right? And that too is a source of concern. So basically, Farley has dismissed the Attorney General. Yeah, you send your letter, you say, well, I don't have no time with you. Forget you. We will deal with this situation as we see fit. But when legal problems come later on down the road now, and THA money you had to spend to go to the courthouse, money that you don't have to pay for tea plates, money that you don't have to pay for juice and sandwich, has to go into the pockets of lawyers to fight a case that ought not to have even come before the courts. But you're not taking no advice on what you need, right? You will listen to Hotel Charles or any other Tobagonian for that matter, because Tobago is their business. Tobago is not Trinidad business. So Tobago money doesn't contribute to the economy of Trinidad and Tobago. Notwithstanding the fact that the majority of money that goes to Tobago is earned in Trinidad. We don't talk about them, we don't fuss upon them because we are a unitary state, Trinidad and Tobago.
This is it. This is the whole thing.
We are still Trinidad and Tobago Valley. Still. Despite the fact that your boss man wants to turn it around and call it Tobago and Trinidad, so he wants to rename the country. Okay, go ahead. Maybe when in 2025, if all they decide to give them, and the people decide to give them the 2 seats and they join with Kamala, and then you all could, and you have a majority, well, go ahead, change the name of the country from Trinidad and Tobago to Tobago and Trinidad.
Why he talk about building a bridge instead of trying to throw up this wall, boy?
Not interested in that. Because they fought a campaign, Bruce, on separatist. On a separatist agenda. That's what they did. There were a lot of people who voted for the PDP because the PDP pushing that Tobago is a ward of Trinidad, Tobago is a bastard child, Tobago is a orphan, and Trinidad, they just treat Tobagonians in a certain way, and under us, we are going to change that, and we will elevate the status, the Tobagonian status. And the people voted based on that. So there are lots of people in Tobago who are thinking in the same way that Fali thinking. And you saw it in the comments. The Attorney General passed out of that place. Who is he to tell me this and who is he to tell me that? He is the man whose department is responsible for drafting laws, amending laws, and so on. That the Attorney General has a role and function, and since Fali seems to know about the law and the law, maybe he needs to go and study what is the role and function of the Attorney General and what are his powers and what he can and cannot do. And what you can and cannot do. Fali. Not been a week yet and your head doesn't start to swell already, like, you know, and you sit down in the back seat of the BMW 7 Series and they open the door for you and you feel like a lord when you rock back. And they're addressing you as Sir, Honorable, and not even a good week yet, and it's already gone to your head. When you walk in a room, everybody had to stand up. Stand at attention as the Chief Secretary. Yeah, let me Chief Secretary pass in there, boy. Yes. And?
You know, I still trying to see how what they are doing is in the best interest of the people. And like I said before, the people have spoken, the people have voted, and we respect that. Now, what we are looking at is what you are doing, which is supposed to be within the best interests of the people of Tobago. The best interests. Let me do the thing the right way, and stop playing the fool. Stop with this nonsense now. This real over there now. Oh gosh, the people talk, they vote for you and they say, here what's going on. This is what we want. Okay. Respect to that. Maximum respect to that. Now what you need to do is fulfill your duties to the people. That's what you need to do. Stop playing games with people. Stop acting as though the people ridiculous. Because just now, let me tell you something, Just now, the same Tobagonians that voted for you are going to be all against you. And as Dominic said, it ain't himself a good week. It ain't himself a good week. They don't have a man protesting to open the beach. I wonder who he protesting to. It can't be Dr. Rowley.
Yeah.
It definitely can't be Dr. Rowley. Dr. Rowley never promised you an open beach. In life of the pandemic, in life of people losing their lives, family losing loved ones on a daily basis, and you all continue with this nonsense. And this is what we want to go forward with. I said it before. Do what you have to do in the best interest of the people and stop with the nonsense. Stop taking people for fools. Stop taking people for idiots. You on a whole platform, you talking and the whole world seeing you and everybody just be laughing at us with that, Dominic. And people just message me from all over the world. Bruce, what's really going on with these people, boy? Them serious? And they're not talking about the people, the electorate, They talk about the leaders.
Yep.
All is serious, all they thinking about what is all doing before they come on national radio and TV to open their mouth and talk. Nah, man. Nah.
The political leader of the PDP is on record as having said, I hate PNM. I hate PNM. And people need to understand something. When you say the PNM, and the PNM this and the PNM that, the PNM is not the government. The PNM is not Keith Rowley. The PNM is not Colin Wood. The PNM is not Paris Al-Rawi and Camille Robinson Regis, right? They are members of the PNM. But the PNM has a membership of people right? We have membership, something that the PDP doesn't have. They have supporters, because I don't think there's anybody in the PDP who has a party card, because there's no infrastructure in place for that. They don't have a membership list to see, well, this person, yes, this person is a paid member, and this person is not. The PNM has that. So when you talk about the PNM and the PNM, right? The PNM is a party, an institution. Okay? So you may not like the leader, but Keith Rowley, as I said, is not the PNM. But when you come on, you say, I hate the PNM and this and that, all the people with big red flag, no justice. Well, it appears that they intend to follow through on those promises. So all the people with the big red flag in the yard who didn't go and vote for Ansel Dennis because you tell yourself the PNM have it in the bag, or you have better things to do with your time than to go and cast your ballot. Ansel Dennis lost by 4 votes. 4. Trying to tell me that in his district there were 5 PNM supporters could have gone and vote and give him the win. 6. There were 10 of you all who didn't go and vote. And who could have given him that seat? Tracy Davidson Celestin lost by 20-something votes. I am certain in the district that she was representing had at least 30 of you all who support the PNM and who didn't go and vote. Okay, you're telling yourself, my one vote will come. But you know what? Faith B. Israel and the campaign was telling PDP supporters, every vote counts. She kept stressing that. Every vote counts. And we see now, every vote counted. 4, Ansel Dennis lost by. Tracy, 20-something. And when you look at some of the other seats, 100 and something votes. I'm certain that there was sufficient PM because 11,900 and something persons voted for the PNM in this THA election. For the general election last year in August, over 16,000 of you voted for the PNM. Now, I'm certain some of you might have defected to the PDP, but I'm certain there was enough of that difference between 11,900 and that 16,000 who could have made the difference because it wasn't that big of a margin. 5,000 more votes. If the 5,000 of you all who voted for the PNM in the general election chose not to come out for the THA, if you all had come out and voted, the outcome would have been different. But you know what? You're telling me, yeah, me care about no THA election. That's like a local government. Can we have people who say, that's nothing, I only voted for general. Yeah. Look at the consequence now of that mindset. I don't care about the THA election. When general election come out, I'll go and vote for them. Right? Okay. Well, let us hope that there's still a unitary state by the time 2025 comes around, because based on the utterances there, and I draw your attention to the fact that I just partly here, Watson started talking. When Watson pick up his position in January, then he will start. Trust me, if all you think Farley bad, if all you think what Farley just said it was bad, brace yourself for Hurricane Watson. Just can open the line.
So guys, you can call us at 342-0081, 466-5391, and guys, remember to keep your contributions tight so as to give others an opportunity to call in and give their contributions. Caller, good morning.
Hi, morning, Bruce.
Hey, morning, John. How you doing?
Hi, okay. How Daddy?
You okay, man? You doing good?
All right. Morning to Dominic and compliments of the season to everybody. I just want to urge the conference of delegate members of PSA that the Deputy Chief Secretary of the THA would have called a meeting, a special conference on Tuesday the 21st. I want to urge the conference of delegate members, please do not facilitate the Deputy Secretary of the THA into breaking the laws, the supreme laws of this country via the Constitution. He is the former president of PSA. He is no longer the president of PSA, and we don't take instructions from him anymore. So I'm urging them, please do not be at that meeting to facilitate the breaking of the law. And to the people of Tobago, we would have spoken ad nauseum. I know, and members of PSA know, what Watson Group brings in leadership. And though Farley is speaking, we've seen Farley mouth moving, is actually the words of the Deputy Chief Secretary, because he will not allow anybody to update him. So if they can't see him in person, he will have somebody saying what he wants to say. And unfortunately, I can only go based on what we saw at PSA for the past 12 years. It's not going to get better in Tobago. It's going to get worse. And the only people who's going to suffer is the persons who would have voted, came out and give their vote. What Watson Duke says is what he means. If he say he hate the people, the red flag, he hate the people, the red flag. If he say there's no justice for them, there's no justice for them. We at PSA, so we went to drop a letter to stop a conference also. Some people were sheltered in the rain. The camera picked everybody up and Duke interdicted everybody and put his face all over Facebook. So people, it is real, but you all make your own choice. So have a blessed Christmas, everybody in Tobago, because apparently it's not Trinidad and Tobago again. Based on the utterance of the Chief Secretary, apparently it's the Unitary State of Tobago. So Merry Christmas to Tobago. Love you all. Bye.
Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce. Morning, Dominic.
Morning.
Sharon, everyone else. Morning. I wonder who is the Attorney General for Tobago. And another thing, I want to know how the hoteliers take that meeting yesterday by saying they're not taking any. This man, Ray named Nefali, say not taking any orders from the Attorney General from Trinidad. How they expect to have guests coming to their hotel? Okay. And when he said that, I want to know, well, how come he's going to run this Tobago affairs? If he's just going to do it on his own without any consultation or anything from anybody. Okay? I hope he knows what he's saying and doing. Okay then, bye.
Thank you. Caller, good morning.
Morning to Bruce and Brother Dominic.
Morning.
Calling from IWER, Springfield.
Hey, welcome.
Right. I would like to know where Mr. Valley really taking this to. Is it a marathon? Annual marathon is 26 and a quarter miles. So I don't know where he's taking this thing. Maybe, as Mrs. Crosby has now said, maybe they have their own AG undercover. Well, yes. I mean, it sounds like that. Because it appears, as I think Dominic had mentioned, it appears that all the words now, it is invisible from Watson Duke and is transformed into Valley. Because, hello, this thing in the next, let's say by next month or next year, January, it may be worse. Because I don't know where this thing really going to, And the other question is when Valley has to speak with Mr. Inwood, that more comments again. But I don't want to stay long, gentlemen. Have a nice day.
Take care. Thank you.
Right, love.
Caller, good morning.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Morning to my male guru that called a while ago, my male guru, my grandmother in Tobago, and everybody. But I'm glad how they pointed out that one. The first thing, I looked at TV6 night before. TV6, I have one for you. Why would you dress the young lady up like a Santa Claus? I find that look very unprofessional, TV6. Right, let the young lady put on her wear, and if you wash, you wear something red is alright. But don't dress you up in that thing, man. Anyhow, you heard what Farley said to the people who was going to the... Aisha played that clip yesterday with some people in a hospital. I don't know who did that. And Farley's response was, if you're not thinking, don't go to the hospital. And I'm saying this is a man talking to Tobagonians. You're telling Tobagonians, don't go to the hospital, depends on how they're feeling. If they assume that if they assume they had the thing, will you expect them to go? So I'm saying to myself, you're not talking to the man. There's a difference to talking to the man on the block. And when you have to go to talk to the Minister of Finance or the Minister of Health, because I heard that they're looking to bring in people. So they have another conversation with the Minister of Health, but they already have issues. And I'm saying you're not talking to the man on the block, Farley. So unless you change your method of approach, Tobagonians in for a very, very hard ride. And then you know the ending of it is that the government in Tobago suffering people. And one more thing. I see the man, the Scrap Iron Association making noise, and all this it reached down to race. So I want to know if the government allow all to chop up petrotrin pipe, if all they could chop that for the next 100 years to keep African people employed for the next 100, all they have enough because steel has gone up around the world. Everybody is trying to hustle scrap now in a Bruce Wayne. So all of a sudden scrap reached down to race. The government ain't giving me nothing. Well, if all ain't going to the hospital, the care of the hospital bill so much, we might have get something, you know. We should enjoy it.
Morning, Bruce. Hello?
Brian, go ahead. Sorry about that.
Hey, morning, Bruce. Morning, Bruce. Morning,
Sorry
Bruce.
about
Morning. Yeah, I want morning, Dominic. Morning to all the listeners and callers of 91.9. Bruce,
What?
Dominic, all you see in the pattern? All you see in the pattern? Slowly but surely, or already, I should say, as Dominic has rightly indicated, there appears to be an alienation of the islands. Because I ain't taking no advice from the Attorney General of Trinidad and Tobago. He can't give me no advice. I will take advice from a Tobagonian. What does that mean? What does that mean exactly that you are saying? Now, I want to ask on people, listen to this, you know. How many people visit Tobago? How many people outside of Tobago visit Tobago on a large-scale basis? It's not people from Trinidad. Over 1 million people visit Tobago from Trinidad every single year. You understand? It's not 1 million different people. It's 1 million people. In other words, people make numerous visits to Tobago to spend their money and enjoy the scenery, enjoy the clean, green, and serene and everything. So when you begin to alienate Tobagonians, because Tobagonians may say, you see, me are going there because next thing you know, they might put bison in our water, I might get the kind of treatment, I might even get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I might even get what, I might even be accustomed to the same welcoming type of thing that I always get whenever I go to Tobago, because all of a sudden now the leaders in Tobago saying, me had to listen to them, but they want to talk to the finance minister about money. Again, they want to talk to Calm. I want to go and have a sit down with him and talk about money issues. They want to talk to the Attorney General who knows the law and who is responsible for the laws and interpreting the laws and the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago. No. Don't study here. Bigger fashion our own laws for we here. This alienation will not do well for Trinidad and Tobago. We saw what happened when we had the issue with the ferry in the early days of 2016, when they were literally almost when they had to go on dry dock, and people could not traverse the waters between Trinidad and Tobago, and they could not. Things were happening, but they were not investing in the island. So when you begin to alienate Tobago from Trinidad, what do you think is going to happen? How are you going to deal with your certain laws and all of these sort of things? And you didn't even say, let me get a confirmed auditor to audit the books. But you come and you say, but this is what I see. And you're calling figures just so arbitrarily. You don't even say how much money you spent so far. Have you already paid the members of the THA? Have you paid the public servants? Have you paid anybody so far for Christmas? Christmas is a week away. Normally people get the monies around this time. Have you paid anybody? Have you done anything at all? Nobody knows. They ain't say what they do or what they didn't do yet. But they're calling figures arbitrarily and everybody running with that. Well, okay, well, let's see what goes on. According to Dominic, let's see what happens in January and February, because you have to pay people, eh? People must get paid. And you have other bills to pay too. It's not just people bills. You have other bills to pay too. You have $164 million borrowed already, plus other monies. So let's see what happens, people. Well, you have a good day. We listen and we learn. Thank you.
Bruce, to the point that Brian made there, right, with respect to, she's like about 163 million in bond financing spent in 6 months, and we don't know. So you see the danger in that is that you have not done your research to find out what it was spent on, right? Legitimate projects and so on. But you've requested a list of all the projects. Now, when you get this list and you see that it's legitimate, there is nothing untoward. I bet you're not going to hear Paddy come and talk about that again, eh? But he's already put it in the public space in Tobago so that they can come a talking point among his supporters. So all we hear in the conversation in Tobago, 162 million, the PNM spent in 6 months, and where they spent. That's what they will be talking about. But when he finds out what it was spent on and it's legit, he's not going to come back and talk about it to make the PNM look good or to dispel. Let the Tobagonians continue to talk that talk because it is to the detriment of the PNM.
Hey, Father. Caller, good morning.
Well, Bruce, me again.
Yes, madam.
Yesterday evening over the air, I heard someone saying that we should call Farley honorable. But over the past 6 years, I and my children, grandchildren, everybody learned a method to call the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago by his name, Rowley. And that is what we learned through. So this is why we are going to call him Farley. We don't have any honorable. If the Prime Minister can't be called honorable, who else should be called honorable? Even honorable people calling the Prime Minister Rowley. So I learned something, and what I learned, it will stay there. So is that he will be called, just as how they call the Prime Minister. Okay. Prime Minister Rowley.
Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce. Morning, Dominic.
Morning.
The journey now starts in Tobago. The journey now starts. You know, in Tobago, when you feel better than everybody else, so you get so headed with us, so you're biggish and you're fappish. So they get biggish and fappish now. 3 days officially in office, and you come out keeping media. It's the most disorganized, unprofessional media conference that I have ever seen in my life with any political party in Tobago. You understand? These people need to get a life, right? Duke set up himself in Trinidad with an office called Tobago Embassy, which is to get all the advice from Kamala easier. And then he just trickle along the advice not to Farley. So when you listen to Farley speak, you know it's not Farley speaking there, right? I know the Attorney General is responsible for all the legal affairs of Trinidad and Tobago. This outer place little boy coming to talk, but he don't take advice from the agent. And now he want to go. I am going to the finance. Oh God, I want him to meet that little short man. That is the man I want him to go and meet. He'll put Farley to his place. Farley too, and then your faith Israel now. She reached out to foreign doctors and nurses to come and set up a parallel system. And then after you do that, you're now talking about you will have dialogue with the Minister of Health. So the horse gone and you're now locking the gate? Eh? What nonsense is going on in Tobago? Well, I'm waiting for the others now. See if you are Dominic, could locate what's next to that, please, because we haven't seen or heard from since after this swearing. So I don't know. So he come and he take the votes in Oxbow, and then he just abandon everybody. So see if you all could try locate him, and know what's going on with him. I don't know if he hiding from the Fox squad, the other police. I don't know who he is for. But he hiding from somebody or something. Right? Farley, you need to get a life and come off that till you set yourself on it, or you're going to get a very hard fall. Right? Not be too fappish with yourself, you and faith. Have a blessed
Thank you. So, guys, the countdown has begun. When we come back in the next hour, or final hour, we probably change up a bit, come off the politics a little bit. It's Christmas time. Despite we know most of the people won't get their ex-gratia payment before Christmas, and yes, I say it. It's Christmas time, so. Dominic, we know the harm, boy. We know the harm.
I gotta go and pick up my salty either today or tomorrow. Yeah, and I'm playing that. Right? Give it a couple days soak. Yeah?
And guys, to those of you that made your pastel orders, I need for some of you all not some of you all of you all to contact me to confirm the date that we confirmed before. I need to reconfirm that date and the time for collection. Right? So, and for those of you that are still interested in the flash drives, yes, you can give me a call, you can send me a message, and we will speak about that as well. Not on air, by the way, off air. So,
and we know PHA functions with any ham sandwiches and so on. All right, so all who is hoping that walk with your own ham, walk with your own bread. Might be able to provide you with a knife.
Watch me.
That's about it.
I have an uncle there, God rest his soul. He had us to go one of them functions. He wouldn't like to see how we come there, no. He might have come there with a whole bag of bread and some cheese paste and something. A thermos with some tea or some kind of thing. So when he sit down, don't tell him nothing. No, he's sapping him out. While you want to provide a certain time, you want no refreshments. Well, okay, I'm doing my thing.
Because you know when people who go to these functions specifically with the food in mind, right? They go there for their health. They will eat, and then when it after everybody gets and it have extras, I can get one to carry, please. Yeah, you mix up.
Guys, we're going to the break. We'll be right back. So keep it locked. Street 919 FM. We'll be right back. And when we come back, we're going Christmas, eh?
What do I wish on my Christmas list? It don't matter. I don't ever get what I want from Santa. Mr. Santa Claus, I think it's high time you take a pause. Well, would you tell me why it's because? Why every year I only get socks and drawers? Hey, you say I'm a bad boy, but this year I was good. I behave so nice, I do all the things that I should. It's not cause you're watching, I had love in my heart. No, I was behaving from since years start. I go come to the North Pole, I go coffee in your nose hole. I go pet you in a snowball, you're doing this ever since a small Mr. Santa Claus. Every year I only get socks and drawers. Well, could you tell me why it's because? Why every year I only get socks and drawers? Get up. When you're making your list and you're checking it twice, you have to admit, this year I was nice. I cut all the liquor and I had to swear. So you better not give me no damn underwear. I go hunt for your reindeer. You think I's a mug? I'm going by Sprunter. And we go make a little book. Mr. Santa Claus. Every year I only get socks and drawers. Well, could you tell me why it's because? Why every year I only get socks and drawers? Every year I treat you good, without milk and cookies and things. But every single year when it ain't no joke, it's the same nonsense you just bring. Look under the Christmas tree and tell me what is the cause for these ugly argyle socks and 3-pack of drawers. I not asking for plenty, I don't mind a shirt. Well, Santa, believe me, your else will get hurt. Mr. Santa Claus. Well, every year I only get socks and drawers. Well, could you tell me why it's because? Why every year socks and drawers? My aunt get a new car because we get a Rolex. My uncle who break up with the wife, well, them still vex, but you're getting me angry. You're giving me a complex. This year I'm not joking. So here what is next? I go puncture the tire on your sleigh ride. Mess up the interior when you step inside. Mr. Santa Claus. Well, every year I only get socks and drawers. Well, could you tell me why it's because? why every year I only get some Santa Claus. But wait now. I got a shirt this year. Cyberland, make some noise for that man. Yeah, you in your living room. I get some perfume. I ain't any auntie. I got time. Yeah, cause you know people, man. That's what we saying. But I tell you thank you. What do you mean? Thank you, Santa Claus. Because this year I didn't get some Santa. But could you tell me why is the cause? Why every year I only get, yeah, one time.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Step into a world of opportunities at CTS College, where education is beyond the academics. Winner of over 50 world prizes, as well as a CTT Student Support Services Award. CTS College is your choice for quality education, guaranteed to unlock your true potential. Internationally recognized degree programs. Choose a degree that is right for you. Come in for your free career guidance session and start your future today. CTS College, 671-2551, or visit our website, ctscbcs.com.
Welcome the Christmas holidays this year with quality and attractive furniture from Stylist Furniture Limited. 2 locations, 51 Rushwood Street, San Fernando, and 101 Crackness Village in Princestown. Select from a wide range of contemporary furniture to enhance your homes. Now open on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call today, 652-2542. Season's greetings to all our customers and friends from Stylist Furniture Limited. Stylist Furniture Limited. For this time in you.
Bring the songs, bring the laughter, bring the gifts, bring the partner, bring the runs, bring the coasters, bring the glass and the chasers. Christmas will be brighter when we all get together. Sharing plans and mixing flavors with the ones from Memphis to pour a drink and bring the joy. Raise your glass and bring the joy. Make a toast and bring the joy. Yeah, bring the joy with Angostura.
Make this a Christmas like no other. Bring the joy with Angostura Rums.
The Street 919 FM is bringing the Christmas spirit right into your homes, vehicles, and on your mobile phones like never before. Hey, Christmas time with the best Soca Parang mix. Yes, join this exciting segment, Parang Soca Fever, every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 9:45 a.m., 12:30 p.m., and 6:45 p.m. until Christmas.
This is Christmas, so about Merry Christmas.
Right here on your favorite Christmas station, The Street 919 FM.
This is Christmas, as we dream of Christmas.
Sponsored by Shandy Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste. And B-Mobile. Must wish it to win it.
From the studio to the stage, every Friday between 3 to 4 p.m. Right here on the street, 919 FM. Radio you can see. Log on to our Facebook and YouTube so you can see live interviews and performances from some of our very own local superstars. Right here on the street, 919 FM.
Open road songs we know, cruising to nowhere. Free your mind, just recline and go with the flow. Who needs a plan? Take my hand, our stories will find us. My shady caravan, there's nowhere that I'd rather be than any place with you. My shady caravan, there's nowhere that I'd rather be than any place with you.
Shandy Carib, refreshed for life.
Police, good day. Officer Best Price here. Johnny Q Auto Parts Division? Yes, sir. I'm here to investigate an assault on batteries. Excuse me, sir? Is it true? You have batteries selling for $488? Yes. Power Master, Optima, Vata, and Megastar batteries. So I can buy a battery for $488? Yes, sir. For cars, trucks, and boats. Backed and distributed by Massey Automotive. Which part? Right here at Johnny Q Hardware and Auto Parts Division, 15 Arabita Avenue, Woodbrook. And our new Johnny Q Superstore, located at Lowlands Mall off Claude Noel Highway in Tobago. You could call 63 Tools. Alright, thanks boss. Nah man. Granny, do you have $488 to lend, man?
After all the talk during the week, don't switch off on the weekend and keep it on the street. It's classic soca and classic kaiso when you're liming with the live wire on Saturdays from 5 to 7 p.m. only on the street 919 FM. Dr. Livette. Join him right here on your radio every Friday afternoon from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. for your dose of the health and wellness in a program that is sure to change your life. Popular for promoting Livette rather than diet, Dr. Livette has transformed a number of lives nationwide and is now live on the street 919 FM every Friday from 5:05 p.m. Tune in and also learn about the U-Juice to build your immunities and promote overall great health. Dr. Livette on the street 919 FM this and every Friday from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. It's time that you live.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko Sangre Grande, is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Friday night, Sunday Ministry of Worship, Children Hour, and the Word from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. and Friday night, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. all night prayer for our nation. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org or on Facebook. Email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated at Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Ho, ho, ho. Happy holidays from the street 919 FM. Ho, ho, ho.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The Street 91.9 FM brings you today's tips to improve your financial literacy. Improving your financial literacy is a never-ending endeavor that needs to be prioritized. As you work on improving your financial literacy, it's important to continue your momentum. Here are your tips. Live within your means. This is one that you've likely heard time and time again, and for good reason, because of how important it is and the significance it can have on your retirement plan. If you want to avoid taking on debt, going broke, and pushing back your chances of retiring at a reasonable age, then it is in your best interest to make sure that your overall spending is less than what you are earning to make sure you are not jeopardizing your financial future. It's always easier said than done, but it's also much easier to practice when you stick to your values and don't worry about how others are spending their money. That was your financial tip brought to you by the Street 91.9 FM.
This is the Street 919 FM COVID-19 updates. In case you missed it, the latest COVID positive cases in TNT as of December 15th, 2021 stands at new positive cases 706. Total active cases 14,583. Total recovered patients 65,494. Total positive cases for COVID-19 as of March 2020 to present 82,563. Follow the Ministry of Health COVID-19 protocols. Wear your mask, sanitize, social distance, and avoid gatherings. A message from the Street 919 FM.
This is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
They say Georgia them causing plenty bacchanal in the place early Christmas morning. Christmas morning. A man and the wife end up in a fight cause out left and right. The man feels she horning. She horning. He tells she do darling, it's Christmas time. You bring me gift from your heart, I bring from mine. Anything you want, honey, I will spare a dime. Tell me what you want for Christmas. Tell me what you want for Christmas. She said, I want clothes, I want shoes. Don't pick up nothing, honey. I want shoes.
So welcome back on the inside. Just a bit of information for you. The iconic drink Campari continues to make its presence felt, this time with its Easy For We brand communication. Across radio, social media, and print, the brand is sharing its signature Campari Grapefruit Easy Mix, which consists of 1 part Campari and 3 parts grapefruit soda, with the help of Jamaican dancehall artist Idonia. Tobagonians, it's the merriest time of the year. Christmas at Lowlands Mall, Tobago's #1 shopping and entertainment destination. This Saturday, December 18th, come and enjoy panelist Gerald Balfour, vocalists Michella Williams, Shanika and Yolanda, music by DJ Jenny, and Sweet Parang from El Corazon de Parang, and it all starts from 3 p.m. Also, big Christmas savings from most stores, and sumptuous choices from the food court. Christmas is yours at Lowlands Mall. Dr. Livette, join him right here on the Street 909 FM every Friday afternoon from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. for your dose of health and wellness in a program that's sure to change your life. Popular for promoting Livette rather than diet, Dr. Livette has transformed a number of lives nationwide. Tune in and also learn about the U-Juice to build your immunities and promote overall great health. Dr. Livette's on the Street 909 FM every Friday from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. It's time that you live. For more info, you can call 638-9437. Tune in to the Street 909 FM every Thursday from 10:05 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. for the program Straight and Narrow, The Way of Life, the health store being brought to you by Mrs. Arlene Collins Muhammad. For more information, check us out on Facebook or on Instagram at Straight and Narrow, or visit our website at www.opulence.com/Arlene for Life. You can also call or WhatsApp us at 309-4697 or 620-9379. Tune into the Street 909 FM every Sunday at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. from January 2022 for the resumption of the radio ministry, The Way, the Truth, and the Life radio ministry with Pastor Kelvin Harry-Ryan. Deck your home with a 55-inch smart TV. Just purchase your DirecTV prepaid kit and enjoy an instant gift of free installation. Then activate and top up 30 days to be eligible for the grand prize. You'll be dashing through the shows all season long with DirecTV prepaid. Remember, this offer ends on December 17th. Welcome the Christmas holidays this year with quality and attractive furniture from Stylus Furniture Limited. Our two locations, 51 Rushwood Street, San Fernando, and 101 Cragnish Village in Princestown. Select from a wide range of contemporary furniture to enhance your homes. Now open on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Just call today at 652-2542. Season's greetings to all our customers and friends from Stylus Furniture Limited. Stylus Furniture Limited, for the style in you. So welcome back on the inside. So guys, we want to change up things a little bit going into the final minutes of the show here. Hey, change it up a little bit. It's Christmas time, man. You know, it's Christmas time. I know what you're doing, what is going on, how you're feeling, how things looking for you. I know a lot of us may not be spending too much of a happy Christmas. All the same condolences to the people that would have lost loved ones due to the COVID-19 virus. You know, our condolences go out to all those families that have lost their loved ones. So guys, the lines are open 342-008146653-901. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce.
Hey, man.
Morning, Dominic. Well, boy, all you making people feel sad. All them people who walk in the world at Christmas, you know, they're playing and all kind of thing. All they're talking about ham and salted ham and all kind of things. What about me who have nothing to get, boy?
You say you have nothing to get?
Huh?
How you know you have nothing to get?
Well, no, you see, is that people who can't have nothing at all can't get and all playing the music.
So what to do
now, boy? This is nice music and things. And all they're talking about is salted ham and this and unsalted ham. When I go get...
What do you mean? But man, you have it nice.
What? Listen, nobody ain't give me nothing. Nobody don't give nobody nothing, you know.
That what you telling me here now?
No, I want to give when they come out, old man. Nobody ain't to study. Wait until next 20 years when they say, go see they ain't just studying like those parts today. Sharon go get it because Sharon, them people to make up back in the protest. People let them all kind of things. Oh, well, the lady gets something now, but money has nothing to get now. Anyway, let me say happy holidays to everybody. And remember, I tell you, only give somebody something who needs something. Don't give somebody something who wants something. And only fellas, only like a girl, only loves she, only gain she. She have all kinds of things. She doesn't want to only gain she. Only gain she. Give to the needy. go to a home where some old people living, carry a bread, carry a something, give somebody something. It is Christmas time. All you understand? Give somebody something. Show your love. Not show lightness or lust. Show love. All you understand? Give somebody something. Say, morning, Mr. Rapuna. Good morning, Ms. Jenny. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning. Girlfriend morning. Pass the street. 1285. Good morning, Miss Faizabad. Somebody I'm missing there again. Whoever I'm missing. Good morning, David. All you give some, and all you who making them sweet things there. Don't make nothing too sweet for me. If you put a pound of sugar, put a half pound of sugar, because we get no lolly, you cannot know we know anyway. Love is the answer, Ms. Gemma. Good morning to you. And the people are born in gardens and Mount Hope. Love is the answer. And may the good Lord bless and keep you. Never mind what might have been. May you find that long-awaited golden day today. Happy holidays to you and to all. Our God.
Caller, good morning.
Bruce and Dominic, one more thing before I go quickly. Just yesterday in that little meeting that Farley and they had, Farley said, based on what he said, that when he explained how much money was in the account, he said that is practically zero. And you have to cut back on a number of things, a lot of boards that are not necessary and so on. But right next to him, you had Dr. Faith B. Israel indicating that there were shortages of nurses and specialist doctors and so on, and she went international to seek advice on the way forward, not so? She also indicated, but she ain't talked to the Minister of Health for Trinidad and Tobago for advice. She ain't talked to the Chief Medical Officer for advice. No. She ain't talked to them people. Well, you see the pattern again? She went international. She ain't go Caribbean, she going over the pond. She going international, like either North America or Canada or Europe and so on. If the man on your right hand side now say to her no money, you have to cut back. When she bringing all these foreigners, anybody ask her how many nurses she needs, how many doctors she needs and so on? How's she paying these specialists in TT dollars? They're going to come across the pond to collect money in TT dollars or something like that. Does she have any pounds? Anybody ask how many pounds or they have in the bank? How many US dollars or they have in the bank to pay these people? How long is she keeping them for? They have money to pay these foreigners that the specialists that she wants to bring in? How many does she need? You see, one man saying something on one side and she's saying something else on the other side. She going quite across the pond, She ain't call the minister to say, listen, we have a problem in Tobago here, give me some advice. No. She going swish across the pond to talk to big people. How much she going to pay them in TT dollars? I'll wait to see where you getting money from. Have a good day.
Planning a function, she looking for you.
Caller, good morning.
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 She wouldn't want Dr. Paris Ram and Mr. Hines, because she don't say they are done. They don't know what they're doing. And she stay there with the problem in she had now.
Country, but you're the man to please me. You're so caparang on me mind. The sweetest music at Christmas time. I want to wine and jump. Lady soca parang. Soca parang on me mind. The sweetest music at Christmas time. I want to wine and jump. Lady soca parang. Jam the music.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hey, morning.
Morning, Dominic and everybody else who's listening. Sharon.
Morning.
Gandhi. Anyway, called to make a small contribution, but I want to give you a project to do for me, if you don't mind.
I'll listen.
Right. I would like you, if you could, to make us a compilation of the things that used to bring Trinidad and Tobago and what used to make us put on with tools and come together, whether Indian, African, whatever. These sporting moments and the moments of Miss Universe, Miss World, and all these kind of things, these moments that brought us together. And we must try to remember that these are the things that kept us together, right? We passed through Alma, we passed through Flora. Well, I was in the early 60s, so I'll go a little bit about them, right? And if you could do that for me, please, Bruce.
All right.
Just to remind the people, like when we used to put on tools for Olympics final and Trinidad and Tobago in it, when it's the last three come in the Miss Universe and Trinidad and Tobago in it, how you could hear pin job, right? Because to bring us together. But one thing I want to do for me and for everybody else, and Bruce, I'm not saying it because I'm saying it, I'm saying it because I live by it all my life. I solemnly pledge to dedicate my life to the service of my God and my country. I will honor my parents, my teachers, my leaders, my elders, and all those in authority. I'll be clean and honest in all my thoughts, my words, and my deeds. I will strive in everything I do to work together with my fellow men of every creed and race for the greater happiness of all and the honor and glory of my country. Bruce, I live by that pledge. Thank you.
Thank you. Dominic, it's no winning, boy. It's no winning. Let me say good morning to my uncle in the States. Uncle Ruben, morning to you. Oh, gosh.
365 there, right? There.
Oh, good.
Christmas Day.
Eh? Here what I want to find out. Let me ask a question and listen to me. If you're not answering my question, I've been bold-faced here, Dominic. If you're not answering my question, don't call me. I want to know what song, what parang song, what soca parang, what Christmas tune, when you hear that, it is put you in that Christmas mood. Call me and tell me where's the song. I mightn't be able to play the song if it's an international song, if it's a local song, or maybe I should be able to play it. Right? Once I have it. But call me and tell me. What song, when the Christmas season starts to come around and you hear this particular song, it's like, yeah boy, I'm in the mood here now. I good to go. I could buy the ham, I could buy the lamb, I could buy the turkey, I get my pastel and them ready and my cake, everything. I want to know. 342-00814-665-391.
Bruce, let me just wish belated birthday greetings to one of our loyal listeners, Miss Christine Kamau-Lezama. Her birthday was yesterday, so I trust that she would have had an enjoyable one.
Nice.
But so it's never too late to extend birthday greetings.
Sure, right.
Some people celebrate for the whole month.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah.
Month.
Right.
Whole month.
Well, that's not me. I'm the 26th, but that not there. Yeah. So, one gift. You get one gift for Christmas and your birthday the next day? Yeah. Okay.
Right now, Dominic, my son and I having, how to put it, boy? we having a discussion. Yeah, I tell him he could be a good lawyer, and we're having a discussion because his birthday is the 5th of January. So I tell him, I see how we're going on, partner. Christmas and your birthday kind of close, you know. What we doing? What's the plan? We could only do one thing, you know. Boy, if you hear the deliberations as to why we're supposed to do more than one thing. So, guys,
that 2 part rule, 2 days, 3 days, maybe.
Watch me. Just what you said is what he's saying. So, guys, look. I now get a text for one of these songs from a good brethren. Good morning, Terry. I will say Terry. I won't call him by next year. Good morning, Terry. and this is the song that Terry says puts him in the mood. Lets him know that, hey, Christmas. Classic here.
Yeah.
Laughing children tug at Mr. Santa. Teddy bears and dollies saying mama. The fragrance of black fruit cake and red wine. We'll toast to a special friend of mine. His name is Jesus. Come, little children, round my Christmas tree. We'll have a very merry time.
If I tell you, a lot of DJs don't know this song. But that is a whole nother conversation, Dominic.
For me, Bruce, the original version of I Want a Piece of Pork. The original version, right? The first, that one,
The original you saying?
Version, not the remix, not the redo, whatever it is, the original version. Yeah. But back in the days when the soft drink for Christmas was cannings in the tall glass bottles. The solo in the short fat bottles on them.
Yeah.
That's 2-3 cases of that.
I have the two versions. I'm trying to remember which one is which. I'm watching it on the screen here, but you know the two of them mark the same thing, so let me see. That is the remix version, I think. No, that was the original version. Good morning, Angie. I want Angie to call me. I'm making a whole bacchanal of Angie call me.
Morning, Angie. Angie.
I don't start to prepare because I know the time is near. I feel a change of climate going through the atmosphere. Christmas don't keep playing, parent group getting in line. I hope Santa bring me exactly what I have in mind. I want to be support. I want to be support. I want to be support for me Christmas. I don't want no money good. You could give the color look.
Good morning.
Hi, morning Dominic and morning Bruce.
Morning.
Bruce and Dominic, you know when you do have a plan and you promise people, the first thing when you come in, you say, do I have no money, you know. It happened in 2010, they had no money and take 5% and mine to the side, but the Gopals get the contract even though they had no equipment and they had to tell the incumbent contractor to hold on and tell anything. So you see where that went and you see how the 2010 to 2015 administration ran. They ran true to form. Now this CDP came in, what we expected, that all of a sudden as Watson become the PHA head, you know, that his baggage is just going to disappear. That is what people expected. Look, Kafali already started off with corruption already. You have to get rid of, but you can still get the tie parts with PSC. And you, as the head, you're supposed to be the head, but you're making excuses for him. Totally breaking the law and then talking about the Attorney General can't do that because there's some conflict of interest with some family business. You're out of time, man. You can't talk about them kind of stupidness now. You're not on the campaign trail no more, Mr. Man. The Attorney General is the protector of the Constitution for Trinidad and Tobago. That is his job. He's doing his job. You have to start doing your job. And then Miss Faith. Watson Duke say Grand open bid, but she make a statement yesterday talking about the COVID and how bad it is in Tobago. But all you promise the people to open the beaches. So you see the inconsistency with they tying up themselves, they're fumbling and bumbling and things, and they ain't start yet, They didn't even warm the chair properly. They didn't start yet. God help Tobago, That's why I had to ask that question, and people just cuss me when I say Tobago is a real place. Because all they can't be serious.
Let me say happy birthday going out to Miss Ermine Hoyt. Happy birthday to you, my dear. You know you're going to enjoy your day today. Giselle, make sure and treat mommy nice today. Somebody was telling me this song does it for them, Dominic.
Well, this is a real soca parang, all right? So I want everybody to get together and do something nice. Lesson, you ready? Let me go.
Now remember this particular segment here, I want you to call me and let me know what song puts you in the mood for Christmas. Once I can play it, I will play it. Call and listen to me. We're not speaking any more politics. When you call me, you're telling me what song does it for you for Christmas. What opens up that whole Christmas appetite for you? That is what I want to know right now.
Help me, wife, please, no. Me paper shall can't find it. The neighbor don't have it. Immediately, I went down my sheet. Don't I want me paintbrush, please?
Yeah, Bruce.
Oh, man, oh.
One Christmas Eve, casually, I was walking, look, that is the listener. From small and little fella, I remember Napegburn, seeing that in the corner, Duke and Shadow Street in a little barber shop there. I see a test making that tune, I could never forget it, and I always remember that little fella, getting a little toy, a little caps gun. Listen, that tune will always bring back memories to me. One Christmas Eve, casually, I wish all that little fella was getting the concertina and the trumpet. So I'll always remember that.
Nice.
From that big bird.
Yes, one Christmas Eve, casually I was walking down the street. One Christmas Eve, casually I was walking down the street. I was attracted by the voice of a little boy. He hold his mother's hands, telling her his plans. What do you think the conversation could be? He said, listen, Mama, I want you to tell Santa Claus to bring a trumpet and a concertina for me.
Caller, good morning.
Bruce,
Oh.
anything from Squanta about Leroy where your mother going? Oh, God, I love that too bad. Just drop it for me. I ain't all up in the Christmas, but I love Squanta and anything from Daisy. But you see Leroy where your mother going? That a song so real. You're looking for your mother. And he come, the husband, looking for the mother. And when he come, he asks him, well, where your oh, God, I love it too bad.
me also say pleasant good morning going out to Mrs. Gordon. Three 4200814665391. Those are the numbers to call. Caller, good morning.
Yes, my brother, good morning. Good morning, Bruce. Good morning, Dominic. It's be hard to get you this program every single morning. I've been trying to get you, but I ain't getting to what so, but I can never get through. You know, Bruce, my song is from Byron, you know, Caminante. That is my song with Byron, you know, the whole soul there, you know what I mean? Caminante is my song.
Right.
I'm not going to understand.
Nice one, bless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they see me dress up, just like I'm looking for action, don't ask no foolish question. If you want to join a real, I can't stop, no. My rock in my back pocket, talk, I can't forget it. Hang across my shoulder and mandolin. Hey, I don't want no argument, to tell me your instrument.
I want to hear Angie. Angie, why not seen your number calling me? I'm making a whole baccarat with Angie this morning, Dominic. I'm making a whole baccarat with Angie this morning. Angie, I ain't answering no phone call until I see Angie number. Caller, good morning.
I went and I bed and I eat and I sleep and I wake and I ready to go now. Sour, I come in there, mover, I come in there, Santa Cruz, I come in there. Like too much I come in, boy.
I see somebody on somebody asks, drink a rum and a punch of creamer.
Come in, where you see where you gonna get?
They the real bacchanal tune.
Muma, would you like to join your sonny? I am over here, happy in the mother country, darling for the Christmas. Your son would be really jumping. Listen to the chorus of what we all will be singing. Drink a rum and a punch of cream, drink a rum. It's Christmas morning. Drink a rum and a punch of cream, drink a rum. Mama drink it, you drink it. Drink a rum and a punch of cream, drink a rum. Let we fetting. Drink a rum and a punch and cream and drink a rum.
I would say Christmas nowadays can't be 80s Christmas. I mean, a totally different feel, a totally different vibe, everything. I mean, you remember those advertisements they used to have on TTT with Beulah and Stockton Hill?
Oh God, yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Oh good. Caller, good morning.
Morning again, this
Morning.
Morning. I gotta go with IWER. Where was? And I see a portion and up there. Right on the cocoa. You're waking up Bobby sauce. Lock shot as usual, my brother. Run the music, king.
Yeah, man. Oh, gosh.
They say George and them causing plenty bacchanal in the place early Christmas morning. Christmas morning.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning.
Ooh, morning.
Well, your first caller, your callers are the wicked man that call out all my song. But I still go with this gentleman with this combo. People that lock the door and hide when they see the size of a parang side and all of that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Baran.
Yes, man.
Oh, gosh. No problem. I'll do that for you. But before I do that for you, because seeing time going down, and I ain't give all you my ultimate song for me, because I doesn't hear it playing so I just played for myself, Dominic. When I hear this, Christmas that time you normally go, your parang by your friends and them kind of thing. But when you see, I remember it had a year, boy. I and my cousin and some partners and things, we say, oh, boy, we going by everybody. Right. Every one of us, we going and touch everybody bar. Who could bust who bar? Dominic, boy, is who started lying down by the road, who hiding on that bed there, want to come out, who hug up the toilet. What's fair? But and this was the song that spearhead that, eh? Yeah, we don't lime. And now we sing it out, we don't lime. We just drink it and go in. Well, boy.
And they say they had to leave the drinks by the gate according to the show with Winchester.
Well, yeah, that would have to stay, eh? That would have to stay.
Yeah.
You can parang, no, but we go parang while the gate closed.
Si usted quiere cantar conmigo, que se madre sus calzones, porque mis calzones tienen 45 botones.
Put the drinks on the table. I hope you buy it. Me and the boys come to give you a parang. We ain't even till you lick a gun. Oh, yeah. Come on, fellas, let me take a next one. Oh, yeah. We have about 10 homes to clean. Oh, yeah. We drinking from pain to kerosene. Oh, yeah. It's Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Do they have Indian parang from Squanter?
Which one?
Indian parang.
Indian
He
parang?
going, they say, yeah, Squanter, he say he going by his Indian family.
Uh-huh. What's the name of that again? Before I play that.
Yeah, this is the next good one too.
Huh?
This is the next good one too.
Yeah, of course.
My neighbor Boo say she hand sweet. She want me to sample she meat. I say neighbor before I eat. Season it and make it sweet. So I tell she, season it and make it sweet. Season it, season your meat. Season it and make it sweet. Season your meat, put out the Benny. Get a little time. Go by the other neighbor and get a few lime. I tell she, season it and make it sweet. Season it, season your meat. Season it and make it sweet. Season your meat.
Shaka Pan, eh? That is never it.
This Christmas gonna be different, all the best things from me. This day I'm spending Christmas with me and your family. Mr. Rubai and Mousie, Uti and Chinani. We have a parent group that practicing already. Daddy and mother lele, alele landala.
Mr. Malcolm, good morning.
How are you, Mr. Bruce? I'm looking at your partner there, your partner rocking there, boy.
Dominic.
Dominic.
Yes, Dominic.
I hear Dominic say he was up by my side here. I wonder if you saw the guitar by the hotel guitar by the Hard Rock.
Yeah, I went there.
You hear him?
I went to the.
Yeah, I hear him.
Yes.
Yeah, boy. I hear listening to you all. I hear you relate a story there just now when your partner and you all went and drink a time. When I was back home, some partners and I went and drink from 10 o'clock in the morning, Christmas morning. When I reached home, brother, my wife said she had to go with a friend. When I went by the friend said, "You want something to drink?" I said, "Oh, Jesus, what are you drinking?" I said, "Bring a beer." I only smell the beer, brother, and rock back on the chair and knock out, yes. Yeah, boy. Christmas is fun. Don't try that stuff. No, that's bad stuff to try on an empty stomach, you know.
Boy.
Yeah. So let me say morning to everybody. Mommy Sauce, Mano, Sharon, 1285, Organ Oma, Mr. Napuna, everybody, morning. Merry Christmas. I know I won't get into you all, you know, because all hard to get into, boy. So Dominic, I'm glad you see the guitar, boy. That is something to look at, eh? It's amazing how they build a hotel, a guitar, you know, Brucey.
Dominic, I'll take pictures, you know.
Yeah, I took pictures.
I always taking picture of it and passing there.
Nice.
Yeah, so you all have a good one, man. Nice program. So everybody, good morning and locked in.
Yeah, man. Bless, man. Take care.
All right, brother. Bye.
Hey.
I see her and I want her.
Caller, good morning.
Pleasant good morning to you, Boss Wayne,
Morning, my dear, morning.
And pleasant good morning to you, Mr. Dominic, sweet man. Boss Wayne, I want to dedicate a tune to Tobago people. Marcia Miranda, the Tiffin Parang Band. Call everybody, listeners, everybody have a Merry Christmas and a bright and prosperous New Year. All the best.
I send you the picture.
I'm going to take a look at it.
In a river, Jonah.
Tanti Gabi sent a SOS to all she family because of an incident that happened to she.
That real bad.
Morning, Aparanchi.
That's the casino and the hotel there.
That real bad.
Yeah.
So guys, we out of time. I'm not watching. That's all the time we have for today. The word for today is free. I take a higher view and feel free. Sometimes I may feel as if I am looking at life through a knothole in a fence while missing the wider perspective. As I look over the top of the fence, I rise above my narrow view and behold a greater vision. When I see from a higher perspective, more choices become apparent. I feel liberated, realizing there is more to life than my past awareness allowed me to realize. I look forward with confidence and purpose. I trust that what is next along my path will lead me to explore new possibilities and discover even greater good. As I open myself to the possibilities emerging in my life, I welcome fresh opportunities for freedom. My spirit soars. I am a soul in evolution with an unlimited capacity to grow and change and be. So if the Son makes you free, you will be free indeed. John 8:36. So guys, that's all the time we have for today. It was a pleasure being in your company. It was a pleasure having you in ours. Tomorrow, please God, I'll be back with Miss Sharon Felix. And on Sunday, Dominic will be in. Right, so guys, as we say, Dominic.
Ciao.
Talk to you guys tomorrow, please God.
Now I'm hungry and I'm broken, with nothing to eat. You know them fellas, they keep on me.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.